Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Lord Wigglesworth here, and today we're going to get up to some Terraria Shenanigans, or Hullabaloo, or whatever I said in the stream information. We're going to do all the events today, or as many of them as we can get done. I got here my little battle arena that I've been kind of working on for the Dungeon Defenders 2 update, which I've got my little crystal pedestal here, and I'm playing a different character now. He's a summoner wielding the forbidden armor. It's a new armor set devised in the Desert Sandstorm update recently that gives you this cool little relic thingy behind you. I'll show you the armor here. When I take off my vanity items, you have this cool, like, Anubis-looking armor set here with my purple flower boots. Take those off. And what this allows you to do is when you double tap down on the movement controls, so the S key, you call up a little sandstorm, and it looks pretty cool. So I figured some super Egyptian looking armor, I'm gonna kind of follow suit with that. Lots of reflective gold, you know, all kind of summoning sort of items reflecting that kind of like sun god fancy pants thing. This is the character who goes with that Marble City that I'm working on. But we're not going to go there yet because something interesting is happening there that I will I'll go and show you guys in a little bit. So I'm going to hit up YouTube real quick and make sure I can see the chat. There it is. Alright, so, without further ado, we need a lot of these events, in order to have the big ones happen. It's gotta be nighttime. So, I say let's start, ramping the difficulty. Let's start small and then go up. We'll do the normal mode ones first. In my inventory here, I've got the pirate map. Yar. Well, I have the mechanical skull, eye, and worm over here if we want to fight those bosses too, just to, you know, do some damage. And I also have the snow globe to defeat the Frost Legion, who are kind of jerks. And then I've got the naughty present. If we're gonna fight the Frost Legion, I've got a special little place where we can fight them. But yeah, well, let's fight some pirates. You're approaching from the east, so over this way. Hopefully these guys don't show up in my town and murder everyone like they did before. I'd like to fight them in this arena because I like things in a careful, controlled, almost scientific fashion, which is in stark contrast to my character, who's a magical dude who flies around on a little hover disc. This is one of the developer items. Without that, he's got these gross golden little spaghetti things, and yeah, I mean, without the, hold on a minute. While we're waiting for our pirates. Without, oh, here they are. Without that, these are the Stardust wings from the Moon Lord event, and they look like Tyrael's wings from, Diablo. That cool Diablo-looking, like ethereal, ghosty wings. And, the Wiggle Dragon there is gonna be tearing through these guys like butter, just because, you know, he's, 1, 2, 3 segments. Which, when the events get a little bit tougher, I'm going to show you guys the Stardust armor. And what it'll allow you to do with little dragon dude here. But for now, let's just go and kick these guys in the face. I saw the progress bar for the pirate event down in the lower portion of the screen. Something tells me that they are going to bypass me completely and go right into my town. Which would be less than ideal, but these events are a little bit less organized than the moon events. So if they do show up in the village, then so be it. We'll just go and fight. And I believe in my town, my villagers. They can fight. They know what's up. They're all going to die. But so yeah. Let's ignore the disgusting abominations that dwell in the corruption and get back to the arena. This was crafted for the Dungeon Defenders update, and it works pretty well. I actually had to get rid of the ceiling. I had this nice and enclosed, and I had some banners hanging, and it looked real nice, and then I realized the boss of this event can fly, and being trapped in an arena is not ideal. They are in my town, these jerks. You know what, we're just going to hold up right here, and I'm going to just start shooting magical swords at them. Anybody's a fan of the Fate series, this character was inspired by the Gilgamesh character, who can just summon weapons from nowhere. But yeah, this is the interesting little ability of this, of the Forbidden Armor set. You double tap down, or the S key, and it creates a little sandstorm. Which, when you're sticking on things, you can use it as kind of a defense thing. The enemies will gather up below you, and, you know, bad things happen to them, and you know, stuff like that. So, while we're waiting, we need to find... Ooh, golden lamppost. See, I don't want to go and do a flyover of the village, because they're all going to spawn there, and everyone's going to get wrecked. But I was hoping to save this for later. I do have another place where we might be able to fight them. This is the second highest point. My defensive wall against the evil forces of the corruption and its horrible purple grass. But if I fly straight up, and I use my, whoop, there we go. I've got a sky bridge. I was wondering why there were no falling stars in my village, and then I remembered that I built this to defeat the Moon Lord. So I'm wondering if maybe, just maybe, the pirates might spawn up here. Although, the invasion's mostly... Up, there's a pirate. How'd you get up here, you sneaky little pirate? Maybe he's got one of those flying, like airships with the giant propellers behind the wings. Oop, there's more. This place is good to fight the who are they? What are they? The Frost Moon and the Pumpkin Moon guys. So, we'll do that in a little bit. Uh-oh, I'm being shot. That's not good. I don't have health insurance that can cover pirate attacks. I don't have the, you know, your AARP. That's awful. Anyway, there's all this cool golden furniture that I love to furnish my village with to make it look as pretentious as humanly possible. I'm going to try to pick up a few pieces of it, but the majority of my inventory is crammed full of stuff that I hoard and some other equipment that just, you know, I just have even though I'll never use it. See, that's why I can't be trusted playing games like this, because I always... Oh no, pants. Killed the pants right off that guy. I am continuously surrounded by all this equipment, and I just... Ugh, there's too much. Let's get some light on the situation, shall we? Alright, there's a lamppost and a bandana. That's fun. I'm gonna put that bandana on. While Wiggle Dragon takes care of most of these guys. Yeah, it kind of works, kind of doesn't. I don't know. Not a huge fan of the bandana. Not feeling it. I do like these golden lampposts. I'm gonna drink a mining potion. Uh-oh. What do we have here? We have the Flying Dutchman. We're gonna use the new anti-air bow that is super effective against flying types. It's like an electric attack on a Pokemon. It just blasts them. Alright, got a Flying Dutchman trophy. That's awesome. Look at these guys. I think they're so cool because they're pirates. See, that's how they got up here. They had their Flying Dutchman pirate ship, and they just, like, zoomed up into the sky and then started dropping people off. Ooh, and the pirates have been bested. Ooh, what's that? That's a wyvern banner. I don't want to fight those wyverns. Things are whack. Alright, so pick up all this golden stuff, and then we're going to go deposit it. And, do you mind? There we go. Pick up all the fun gold stuff, and we're going to shove it in a chest and forget about it. And then after that, we'll come up here and fight this... Actually, no. I've got a better place where we're going to fight the snowmen. Kind of on their own turf. To a certain degree. And right below this is the church. Or the... Yeah, I guess you call it a church. It's very, very churchy, crossy. Somewhere in this... all this there's my gold stuff. We're gonna quick stack all of that. And boop. So eventually when I get down to building my giant horrendous-looking golden palace. All this is going to go in there, so let's just shove that there for now. You know, it looks pretty cool. Okay, so now, Wiggle Dragon and I, and our little golden wisp, we need to go where the snow is. We can't fight snowmen in the warm temperature; they'll melt. So let's come down here where we've got all this snow, the frozen, icy tower of frostiness. I got all kind of ice in here. I got like icy chests and icy torches and icy wallpaper and some acorns, I guess. Some paintbrushes, because some of this wasn't actually blue at first, but don't tell anyone. Anywho, snow globe time. I'm actually going to despawn the dragon. And I should be able to fight them here. And again, if for whatever stupid reason they decide to invade my town again, well, we'll just have to teach them what for on the sky bridge. The sky bridge is where we're going to actually fight the other invaders, though, because they like to just pass through obstacles, and I'd rather my population stay where they are. Specifically the Tavern Keep guy, because I kind of need him for the Dungeon Defenders 2 content. Alright, Frost Legion has arrived, and what a fitting location this is. Oh, what's going on over here? Whoop. Try a new weapon, the Mythical Spirit Flame. Ooh, look at those numbers. It's pretty much like an Aladdin genie lamp. You get it from some of the new stuff in the desert. And it just constantly spawns these little orbs as long as you have mana, these little flame puffs. Little fire puffs. And yeah, they kind of hurt. So, these guys, while they drop snow, they're going to help me craft more onto this biome. A lot of this stuff here, this snow, the entirety of my village was built atop a snowfield. Because I was like, hey, I like the map, I like the sea level that it's at, I can get up to the flying islands pretty quick, and the Frost Legion, they're kind of ticked off, I guess, that we stole their snow. As you see down there, there's like a sharp cutoff of dirt to snow, the ratio there. These guys need melted. These guys are jerks. Yeah, I'm kind of, you know, cutting through these guys like clearing snow with a flamethrower. But again, they're not hard mode. They're, you know, kind of just your regular average event. I actually don't even remember what the criteria is to spawn these. It's been so long. But nighttime's almost over. But we've got something that we can fill the time with until the mechanical bosses come. I'm gonna try to be that guy and fight them all at once if it'll let me. If not, then well, we'll just go right to... We'll take them out one by one and then start off the Pumpkin Moon event. The good thing is, if I'm a scrub and I actually die during the event, I can just fly straight up and the arenas are right there. Yeah, I'm using a couple of the new weapons. This one's become one of my favorites, the Sky Fracture. You point and click, and you stick your sword out, and little magical ethereal ghost swords just come shooting out, which is pretty fun. Let me know if the volume is good in the chat there. I don't want to do a stupid like I did with my Battlefield stream where I had really actually funny for once commentary, and the gunfire and everything was so overblown you couldn't hear me at all. Even the loading screen, it was just overpowered. So, I'm just gonna... Oh, Frost Legion's been defeated. We are victorious. There's still a couple more of them. Let's finish these guys off. Alright, that was fun. So this is a pretty high up little tower here. I'm gonna shake my hands out, get ready to play. And it is almost dawn time. Oh, wow. Whoops. Forgot this is up here. Excuse me. Okay. So I should be able to get to my sky bridge from here. It's... there she is. I got 837 blocks of snow from that fight. That was absolutely crazy. That was... oh, God, that's so much snow. Alright, let's clean up the inventory a little bit. And, we're going to use this solar tablet to summon forth the eclipse, which will be pretty fun. Also, my sky bridge is constructed with asphalt, so I can run super fast. Okay, now I'm going to get my little dragon out. Give him his maximum size just to defend me while I get all this tested here. Okay, so now, this was initially constructed for the Moon Lord. This stuff up there is to stop his giant laser beam that just rips you to pieces. But now, at the very end of this long stretch of this gnarly looking bridge, I should hit a teleporter, and there we go. There we go. So we can pretty much run indefinitely while firing magic at whatever decides to come my way and be hostile. But there's the sun right there. So now we're going to pop that eclipse and see what kind of fun we can get into here. Look at that. That looks cool. So, all the movie monsters are going to show up. And we're high enough that they should spawn up here and not on the ground, because most of the time that's how that works. Although, at this point, what's happening is the harpies are kind of taking priority spawn, maybe because we're in space. And, see, I've done this before, and it usually works. But if for whatever reason it does not, we could always just fight them on the ground. Ooh, even better. Because the eclipse happens no matter where you are, let's actually go fight them in the corruption, in that little arena. Because these aren't Moon Lord guys. This is kind of disappointing. They usually spawn up here fine. I've done this a bunch of times. Boop! So when I fall, let's see. Oh, and I land right in the arena. And here they are. All of the bad things, all of the spooky scaries are just right here. We got Mothra, we got that kid from The Exorcist. We got the eyeball thing, the Fishman from the Black Lagoon. Some cursed fire. Oh God, Dracula. Hey, Dracula, how you doing? All right, see, I'm about dead already. My armor is not cutting it at all. This armor is not quite to the extent that I need. So I'm going to actually put on the Stardust equipment, and behold, I have a stand. Like some JoJo's Bizarre Adventure business right here. The Stardust Guardian is super cool. He will just stand behind you like this until you tell him to do something. But when you do, you double click on the ground with the A button, and he just goes there and stands there looking all intimidating. Like, oh, hey, what are you going to do? I'm going to make my dragon bigger. And we're just going to fly around and try to spawn some of these ads. Whoop. Yeah, these guys, like, they're all over the place. Falling down in holes and just being jerks. Cast some spells. Fly around, I guess, because our arena... Ooh, this is a desert sandstorm, by the way. It's some of the new weather, where desert elementals will spawn. They're kind of like the frost golems, only they're made of sand and they're big and powerful. So, whoop. Gonna come down in here, fly around. Oh, and now they're in here. You guys are so inconsistent all the time with this. Yeah, my health potions are not holding up to snuff, so... Now all this is going down, we just need to defeat them, or more or less survive until daylight. Although, having already spawned in the solar eclipse, we're stuck with it. So if I die, then, well, as most of you probably know, I'm going to reappear in my town, and all these guys are going to be in there waiting to do a great disservice to my backside here. Because we're getting a little bit close, so... See, they just like to appear where they're most not wanted. I'm gonna put that there to kind of scare a few of them off. Oh, Mothra! Hello, hello. I'm gonna zap you. This is a good source of early hard mode gold because everything that these things drop is worth cash. Alright, the event's almost halfway over. Ooh, deadly sphere staff. Those are fun. I've already got the dragon though, so I feel like I don't need any more summon weapons. Plus, I already have one here. The deadly sphere staff. If you want to see what that does, I'm gonna dismantle my dragon here and then summon a bunch of the deadly spheres. These are interesting little weapons in the regard of they look like little TIE fighters and they just sprout blades and they fly around and just tackle people. And they're strong, but they're not that strong. Their main claim to fame is how quick they move. But they do not have, they're not free of collision, so they kind of move, and then they bounce. They usually bounce on stuff unless they are trying to get back to you from a place that, they're not supposed to be in. So, like, if they're underground and you teleport above ground, like any other minion, they're gonna phase through the floor and follow you. Ooh, Mothra, you are clingy today. You are real clingy today. Alright, so, let's do away with these guys. Get the dragon back. Get the fun one. The best summon. Actually, the Stardust Cell is a really good summon, but I don't have that one yet. On this character, at least. My other guy who's made for summons, he's got everything. But yeah, this Broken Hero Sword is how you get the Terra Blade. And it's pretty sick. Man, these guys are just relentless. It's movie monsters, man. They just don't give up. And it doesn't matter how many of them you kill, because the event will last until the moon comes up. And night's about halfway over. And much like any other Tuesday night the day after Monday, it just drags on and on and on forever. Ooh, a corruption key. That's fun. Those are rare. See, and the scary, or the sad part is, actually, if I were to just go into my village and forsake all of them, these things would be coming at me left and right. Man, look at all that gold. I can just swap out my ring. There we go. Pick it all up. Because no one likes a cluttered battlefield. Plus, and look how cool that looks whenever just all that money just comes flying at you. Wish I had that power in real life. Ooh, we got a bunch of them in there. Watch the dragon just swoop in and just carve these guys up. once this event ends, it'll be a little bit more... I wonder, can I summon these in the eclipse? No. The frost event, the frost moon and the pumpkin moon, they're going to be a little bit tougher. A little bit more, a little more hectic, just because, the enemies spawn in a wave-based fashion. It's not just, like the spawn points don't matter, they just come at you. But they don't come from a direction, it just happens from all sides. Come down here into my laboratory. Ow. No giant moths in the lab. Ah, manners, people. Ooh. That guy shoots the lasers out his eyes. Does a ton of damage. I'm actually, I'm thinking about maybe killing the mechanical bosses first, because I could probably use some health potions. I only have these little baby ones here. Throw these out and make some room. I didn't mention this, but the Stardust Guardian guy is really cool, because when he does that little puff of particles there, he draws aggro from the enemies most of the time. So, you can use him to kind of corral people for your other summons, like the dragon here. And that's totally a good time. I should make a platform out of here so I can just drop straight down. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm indecisive today. Although after, there's a very common trend with these streams. I will try to do something for like 40 minutes and it won't work at all. I won't be able to find the thing. And then the next time I get ready to do something, like 5 of it spawn. Like my first one, I was looking for Plantera because I wanted to kill him and then fight the golem and then show off the Dungeon Defender stuff. It didn't work out. And it mainly didn't work out because the jerk didn't want to spawn. The little plant bulb, couldn't find it. Looked for a long time. Then, the next stream where I was going to do something totally different, I was going to do a building video, I go down as I'm setting up, and I'm like, you know what, just for shits and giggles, I'm going to try to find that bulb. And wouldn't you know, I found 3 or 4 of them in, like, 2 or 3 screens from each other. It was both depressing and relieving at the same time. Because what I was able to do after that, I took Plantera down, I fought the golem 2 or 3 times. One of them didn't end so well. But then I was able to show off Betsy, the final boss of the Dungeon Defenders thing, which is really sweet. And I love how they're, if you search up Dungeon Defenders 2 on the PS4 Marketplace, I don't know how it is on the Xbox, but the cover art for the game features the Dryad from this game. Because she is a playable character, and I haven't picked it up yet because it's still kind of in the alpha build, but it looks fun. It looks a lot of fun. Kind of like a less serious version of, like, Paragon, almost. Or, like, Plants vs. Zombies, but, like, not even close. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but, I'll give it a shot at some point when it's more complete. Because, a lot of times it happens with games that are in their early access like that, or in their like, alpha build or something, I will get absolutely hooked on it. And then they'll make all kind of changes to the features, and then the thing that made me fall for the game in the first place is suddenly no longer there, and it's just like, makes me sad. So sad. Alright, so the eclipse is almost over. Thank goodness. Forgot how miserable this is. I'm just kidding, I love it. I actually had the misfortune of having this happen to me at one point, the eclipse, like, right as I was starting a new character. Like, the earliest the eclipse could have possibly happened is when it did, and my god, it was so annoying. I just couldn't survive it, couldn't kill anything. I just went and made a snack, and, Just, I watched, I think I was watching something on Animal Planet. Because I physically couldn't do anything, so I just had to put the game down for like 20 minutes to let these guys have their fun, you know, with their newbie punching bag. Yeah, this weapon I'm swinging around here, the Solar Eruption, unbelievably good guns. Good sword chain whip thingy. It's something you get from the Moon Lord. With the solar fragments. Same as with this thing, the Daybreak. This thing's a lot of fun. You're like throwing a spear of sunlight. Feeling like, you know, feeling like the final boss in the first Dark Souls game, just chucking lightning bolts. A lot of fun. And the damage ain't too nothing to sneeze at either. Oh, whoops, that was slightly unintentional, but as you see, the Stardust Dragon completely shreds this guy. The Destroyer, holy crap, he's dead already. Did you see that damage? Oh my god, that's unbelievable. See, that's what I was mentioning before. Wow. Even one of the twins just went down. There goes the other one. There goes Skeletron. You know, I'm not even going to do anything. Just look at that damage. That's absurd. God, Wiggle Dragon, don't play. No prisoners. Look how he's kind of slouching around defending me from the boss. That was unbelievable. I've already got like a billion of these Hallowed bars. I'm going to toss a few of these. I was mainly in it for the health potions. So I'm going to pick up as many of these as I can. And, let's try. I'm going to emphasize the word try. Let's try to go up into that sky bridge and then summon us some, Halloweeners. I'm going to go into the middle. And... okay, so first wave, Scarecrows. Now, I know they spawn up here because I've fought them up here a bunch of times. They just don't want to do it for some reason. I might be too high up in the air. But we got pirates up here. I mean, I get it. Scarecrows might not have an airship capable of coming all this way up into the sky, so... way to make a fool out of me again, Pumpkin Moon. Alright, let's go down. We'll go downstairs. Drop down right into our little arena here, or close to it. And, yeah, let's just come right over here. Yeah, now they're spawning. Now they're spawning. Let's do some damage to these pumpkins. This is a real good source of spooky wood from those purple guys that just died right there. Spooky wood is my favorite. Because 1, it's spooky. 2, it's wood. And 3, it looks really cool when you build stuff out of it. So I'm going to just catch as much of this stuff as I can. Now there is a limited amount that you can get from the event solely because it is wave-based. But, you know... what are you gonna do? Just spawn more. I'm gonna try to keep these guys as contained as I can within the bounds of this arena here. But later on, some of the enemies, oops, like that tree there, the Morning Wood, who is being absolutely wrecked by the dragon. My God, that's unbelievable. They can pass through any solid object. Although a little Stardust is doing so much damage so quickly to the tree monsters, I couldn't get a shot in edgewise. Looking like a molten pincushion here. Owie. Alright, let's call in some reinforcements, shall we? Come at me, evil... oh my god, Pumpkin is already here. How are we on wave 8? There's no way, we're on wave 8 already. That is a bad sign. Well, one, we are absolutely wrecking these guys. And two, this means, unfortunately, that dozens of him are going to be spawning through the course of this, and the event isn't even halfway done yet. That is going to be a bit of a challenge. My other character who is made to do this sort of, this guy actually has never done one of these events, so we'll see how this goes. But my other character, wow, this does so much damage. This bow that I'm using is the Aerial Bane. It's from the Dungeon Defenders 2 thing. Super, super powerful against flying targets. Fourth Horseman, huh? Or the Headless Horseman, sorry. Fourth Horseman, that's his shotgun from Destiny. Mind you, the new Christmas stuff for that game's coming out. Kind of looking forward to that, if it's not hidden behind a paywall like it was the first time, with all the Halloween stuff. I am dying. That is a bit frightening here. Go away. Go away. Thank you. Oh, Jesus, there's another one! I can't even pick up the healing items. My Stardust Dragon doesn't even know where to go. Okay, you know what? With this... I couldn't get up there fast enough. But don't worry, fear not, because they are going to continue to spawn until the event is over. What I'm going to do now is... I'm going to get the hell up out of here. I missed. I missed. The pumpkins are going to continue to spawn. So, we're going to gather up some health. I'm going to run as fast as I can. Come on. Come on. Oh my god. So painful. They hurt. They hurt my feelings and my torso. Alright, that's not gonna work. What I was gonna attempt to do is fly up to the top, fly up nice and high, and then only fight the pumpkins. Because while you're up this high, my Stardust can do a lot of damage. He can help me, as is his purpose, for he is a minion. Although I suppose if I just keep doing this, I'm still hitting them. And they're, the explosions from my particles, or from my bow, is actually hitting the guys below it, so this kind of works out. Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my. Run? Yes? Get away. No, I don't like you like that, pumpkin, go away! Shit, there's one more. These guys don't mess around. And if he's the Pump King, why are there so many of them? Is there like an entire monarchy, like with a command structure of just gourd-based? Ah, man, these guys hit hard. Anyway, yeah, is there like a command structure of gourd-based villainy that just happens? Oh my, that's not good. I just fell in a hole. That is not good at all. In terms of falling into things, holes are not the ones that I like. Especially when they're holes in the ground. Whoop. There's one. Wave 14. That is nuts. I like how there's that one morningwood tree just kind of following me, like perched up on the side of the thing, just waiting, just creeping. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, they ran. They ran. That means the event is over. The Pumpkin Moon event is over. And, wow, that was something. Let's check the spoils. Got the Horseman's Blade. Got Scarecrow Clothes. The Necromancer's Scroll. So many hearts. So many hearts. Would have come in handy a little bit earlier, but alas, ain't much we can do about that. Okay. So now, we just need to kill one more knight. Then, ooh, the Rod of Bats. I forgot about this. Gotta kill one more knight. And then we face off the Frost Moon. One thing I could do that would be kind of fun, if I forego my own melee enchantment, I could take this scroll and I will then be granted an extra segment onto my dragon, and then he will become much more powerful, for it is the Wiggle Dragon who is the strongest. Yeah, through this whole thing I got 2 platinum out of it. That is nuts. So you know what? Let's pick up the spooky wood. Let's go back to my, let's go back to the town. And if any of them are still alive, which they all should be, I'm going to reforge that little scroll into a, into something a little bit more defensive. I'm going to make myself a little more survivable so I can have a tad more health for the Frost Moon, because it is significantly harder than the Pumpkin Moon. You there, Xanos the Goblin. Reforge my stuff. I'm looking for warding, so I can take a little more damage. Oh, and there it is. That wasn't hard at all. Thank you kindly. You know, there is a way that you can get some extra stuff from... I forget who drops it. There's a way that you can get like a papyrus, or not a papyrus, it's like a scarab beetle bug thing. I might have one extra. You combine it with that scroll and it gives you the ability to summon more minions. As you can see, I've got a lot of material. I play this game way too much. There's all my gold stuff. Let's quick stack. Let's put this oh, I got 2 corruption keys. See, most of why I have so much time invested in this game is because I would just be farming for those darned keys, and I would do, like, I'd set up an AFK farm. I would, ooh. Oh, look at him, he's so cute. I think I'm gonna go with that guy, the, Flickerwick. Or you summon him with the Creeper Egg. I'm gonna get rid of the Pixie Die, because he's a cute little guy. He's got a water candle on his head. What was I saying? Oh, yes. Looking for the, like, to get the vampire knives and the, there's some health potions. Those would have come in handy before. The vampire knives, the rainbow gun, the piranha cannon, all that stuff totally took way too much time to get. They did make it easier after a while, and I eventually, by that point, had everything, but I'd set up an AFK farm with like 4 different characters in a multiplayer lobby, all in different biomes, just hunting for the keys to unlock those things. That's before you had to, like, you had to get the mold for the key, put a jungle key in, and then after that, then you could, build that key. So they didn't just drop as is. So, it took a long time. Okay, so let's take a gander at what we've got in here. That's all my ore. As you see, I've got a lot of ore. Okay, there's the Necromancer Scroll. I'm looking for the Papyrus, or not the Papyrus. It's like a scarab beetle, or like some kind of a beetle. We'll know when we see it, if I have one. The Spectre. I remember when this was like the best armor in the game. If you had the right spell, you could not be hurt. And then they balanced it a little bit and made it a little bit... It's more powerful in one way, but it's also not. Is that it? Oh, no, it's a spider armor. Yeah. Actually, really cool looking armor when you put some dye on it. Let's see. Maybe I don't have a spare for the summoning armor. This guy's fun, the summoner emblem. But that's not what we're looking for here. Anything to fill the time. Hurry up, son. Go down. Jeez. There's my spare set of summoner gear. If I hurry up and if I put back that... Wait, maybe it's... Oh, no, it's not the... Never mind. Sorry, I lied. No, it's not this stuff. This is some of the armor from the Moonlord event. Also, the forbidden fragment you get from the sand monsters, the elementals. I actually have 3 of them. This is what you craft that forbidden armor with that lets you summon a little sandstorm, which is pretty cool. Oh, and here's some of the pets from the new event. You have the Creeper, which summons the Flickerwick, this little cute little water candle head. I can summon a Gato, which is a golden... Wait a minute. Wait just a minute. I can have more than one pet. I have my light pet. And then... a regular pet. Whoa! I didn't know that. Oh, that is fun. That is really fun. I did not know that. Oh, that is freaking cool. I mean, I'm not going to use him because I don't want to clutter my screen up. And I think they might count against my dragon's size cap, so I'm not going to go that route. But that is fun. You can have a light critter and a pet. Wow. I mean, maybe I'm behind the times and I'm old, but, like, I didn't even realize that was a thing. That is cool. Maybe I have it on another character. I do know for a fact that I have another one of those items. I probably just don't have it on this tune, and I can't go back to my other world because that's the finale. That's a surprise. It's in one of these barrels. Ha! Ooh, yeah, there. This is where I keep all my solar fragments, in a stinky wooden fish barrel. So if I want to summon the Eclipse again, I can just come over here. Right there, that's what we need. Pumpkin pie. There's no bacon on this character, unfortunately, because he is a vegetarian. That's a flat-out lie. Yeah, let's come up here and talk to this guy. Collect 10 gold. Alright. This guy's the real estate agent, pretty much. Tax collector. Charges all your people. The more NPCs you have, see 11 silver already. The more people you have, the more he will bill them for living here. So there actually is an excuse or a reason to have a big town. Okay, no, nothing here. That makes me sad. Well, lots of butterflies around here. It's a festive little place. These guys are fun. They summon the atmospheric effect that the celestial pillars have. We're not going to fight them today because it takes forever, and it's we've already been going for about 50 minutes now. Well, 49 minutes, 32 seconds and counting, but you can round up. But yeah, this is fun. So, like, depending on what kind of world you build, or what kind of environment that you're in, you can just totally tweak the sky around, make it look awesome. I got some stuff in here. This is from the Frost event, this thing here. The Razor Pine. This is one of the strongest magical weapons in the game before the Moonlord event. It's a branch from a pine tree that just shoots pine needles. And the bubble gun, especially, too. This was fun. One or two more places to check. And if they're not there, then... oh, well. No. Lame. See, what I do, this is kind of my central hub world where I have everything. I just sort of come in here and just deposit stuff wherever it'll fit. And, you know, when that happens... just taking up space. Maybe it's in here. No, darn it. I know I have one. Oh, right here. Forgot to do this before. Excuse me. Excuse me. Blah, blah, blah. Blew my sinuses out. This is the bewitching table, witchcraft table, summoner table, whatever. Allows me to get one extra piece on my dragon. I think the maximum segments you can have is like 11 pieces or something like that with all summoner-related items. Here I only have one. Plus the Stardust Armor, which allows you to have numerous summons. Okay, what do we got in our pirate adventure ship here? Nothing. Whole lot of nothing. Okay, well, in any regard, it's about to be nighttime. So we're going to go back in there. Oh, there's my other corrupted key. I should put that in here. Oh, well. Gonna drink some beer. And then eat some pumpkin pie before that whole event starts. Have a summoner's buff. I just got a candy corn rifle. Oh yeah, look at that. Well, I don't like candy corn. It's kinda gross. God, how many of these did I pick up? Oh, there we go. Let's clear the battlefield a little bit. Again, I'm throwing all this stuff out because I do have all of this stuff already. What I thought about doing here is using this bottomless water bucket to just fill a location, just straight up, just fill it with water, and then maybe do some kind of water-based trap or something. But unfortunately, these guys are not slowed down by anything. Lava does hurt them. Lava hurts them a lot, actually, which is kind of fun. But there's no unlimited lava bucket. If there was, that would be sweet. So, let's see if it's time. Actually, before that, you know what? No, not quite yet. Gotta wait a couple more seconds here. If this character had the cell phone, I'd be able to tell what time it is. What kind of a primitive soul doesn't have a built-in timepiece? Okay, so gonna get ready for the frost moon. We've got pumpkin pie. We've got beer. Boom. Boom. Almost. Almost. Come on. If I minimize the map, the sun is like, oops. Like right over there. It should be moon time right about now. Right about now. Click. Right about now. Click. Oh well. These last for minutes at a time, which is cool. Beer, not so much, but the pumpkin pie, oh yeah. And I got the werewolf buff now, so I'm stronger. See, I've got the celestial shell equipped. Woo! Woofy hands. So now, I know for a fact it's nighttime, so let's kick this off. The Pumpkin Moon event has started. Zombie elves. And gingerbread men. And other terrifying creatures of the holiday season. Now, this one's a lot harder than the other one, so if I screw up, you know, don't be mad. And this character I've just recently sort of constructed, haven't actually play tested yet on these holiday events. So, it's looking good so far. We're already on wave 5. That's absurd. This dragon is so strong. Should also clarify a little bit about the Stardust Dragon. The more pieces you have, the more damage it does. But the more pieces you have, the more damage it does, like, exponentially. So now the Sand Tank is coming. He's a big robot who looks like Santa Claus. And his face falls off, and then he becomes a Terminator. Which, one of them hasn't spawned yet, but as soon as it happens, you'll see. We're already on wave 7, so the big boss is going to show up very soon. Next up, there it is. Look at that. It's got a Skeleton Prime face underneath, and they drop exploding presents. That's terrifying. Uh-oh. We got a Santa tank behind us. Pew, pew, pew. Oh boy. Oh! Youch, I didn't even see that there. Yeah. 18,000 health. That's nothing. Oh god, they are in the village. Don't worry. No, Jack! No! I think you were the captain. No, maybe you were the kid. I don't know. No, you were definitely the captain. Because the kid would have said he left. Damn it, Santa, you monster! You animal, you killed him. Woohoo! Don't worry, it's all good. Sort of. I feel like the trees, the tree guys this time are not as dangerous as the other ones in the Halloween event, but the Santa tanks are incredibly dangerous. They just fly around and they drive around and they throw stuff and they're just big a-holes, really. Also, if you haven't noticed, the moon up at about it's about to be the 12 o'clock position. Right there. It's a snowman. Whoops. Pick up some of these hearts. See, what I really want to test is how the aerial bane works on up there. She is the Ice Queen. Much like the pumpkin. Although I feel like she's a little bit... She's more damaging, but I don't think she's as individually challenging just because she's not on you 24/7. She likes to fly around and shoot stuff at you, yes. But, as we see, she's still alive. Because that's where these little snowflake creatures come from. But she doesn't, like... Part of her attack string isn't to physically land on you. She's more kind of... She's more there to support the ground forces, really. Although she does have a nasty little attack that freezes you solid. Also, the naming conventions on these guys is hilarious. Everscream, that's like evergreen, you know, like a Christmas tree, or the coniferous tree as they are called. Keep their leaf needles all year round. Because you all came here for a botanist lesson, yes? Ow, stop it. You know, I did say this was harder, but it's definitely less frantic. If, you know, individually everything hits for a lot more damage, but they're more, like, organized, and they aren't as fast as the pumpkin move then. And also, by this point, we had 4 or 5 pumpkins flying around at the same time. Okay, that attack there you gotta watch for. Ooh, got her. Get some help. I love these bow and arrows. You know what? When this is done, I'll do one of the Dungeon Defender ones. And we'll see how Wiggle Dragon here handles the larger dragon that is Betsy. Because, in all honesty, without that Stardust Dragon, this would be going completely differently. Which, maybe on after I practice with this guy a little more, do a different build. I might do one of these with no summons, no help, but I'm not that good. Not with a fresh tune, so. Okay, so let's all agree that even with the Krampus and the living trees and the elves, that Santa robot is the scariest thing here. If I saw a tank that looked like an old dude, and all of a sudden he had a Skeletron face, I would probably run. I would run at the first sight of a tank that had a face on it. I wouldn't even have to worry about if it had a Skeletron underneath or anything like that at all. I'd be like, nope. Ow, stop it. Fall for that little spiky ball trap again that I almost literally just landed on again. That would have been funny. Got the Yetis coming in, got the Everscreams, got the Ice or Frost Queen or whatever. She has a face on her waist crotch thing. That's scary. And yes, summons are a legitimate strategy. The Betsy's Wrath thing here. Fantastic weapon. Reduces enemy defense. And I think, actually, you know what? I think that's it. I think we can just beat the event. Cool. Alright, well, you know what? Let's prep the battlefield here. Got a Christmas hook. That's fun. This is fun, the Christmas tree sword. It throws ornaments. That razor pine. Okay, so, oh, shoot. I do have to go back to my town, so I get to see who met his grisly end at the hands of a giant Santa robot. It was Captain Jack. Captain Jack, we will miss you. Get out of here. I raise a pint in your name. And then I raise, like, 6 more. You will be missed, Captain Jack, until some other guy comes in and I forget about you. Alright, so we gotta go back to the church, which is... It was supposed to be Town Hall, but then I built everything out to the right. We gotta talk to that big old chub up there, Mr. Baldwin himself. Lamisom? You just shut the door in my face, you asshole. Stop it! I will remove these doors. Alright, whatever. You're being a butthead. I'm gonna buy a few of these crystals and then buy a bunch more ale. Because, you know, 99 jugs of beer on the wall. 99 jugs of beer. Pass them down. Drink for your dead pirate and whatever. These are all the Dungeon Defender stuff. Which is Captain Stony Dirt. Captain Stony Dirt the pirate. Okay, you know what? I was sad about Jack for like 5 minutes, but then Stony Dirt is such a good name. How is that a thing? Captain Stony Dirt. Where, hold on. Captain Stony Dirt the pirate. You know what? You have your own quarters that you get to live in. And, you know what? Godspeed, Captain. Godspeed. So, originally, I didn't want to do any of the events in here, but I had to do every single one of them here. This one I have to do in here, because this is where I placed my crystal. But as we will see, there's a portal. And there's a portal. So now, we get to sit here and fight the Old One's army. And by sit here and fight, I mean kind of literally just sit here. Because if I stray too far from the center line, one of these sides might push a little bit further in and damage the crystal, especially the one on the right, because every time I've done this, the one on the right has always been closer. This one, unlike the other one that literally will go on forever, this event only has, I think, a maximum of 7 waves. I wasn't gonna do this one, but, you know, why not? I'm showing off all these events. There is one more to do after this, not the Celestial one, but, we get to go do the expert mode version of something else on the world I was supposed to do all this in until it happened by accident. Yeah, and the difficulty on these waves ramps up real quick. So, these first 2 or 3, maybe even 4 waves, not going to be a problem at all. Later on, though, it's going to be interesting. And the boss of this is insanely fast. Like Duke Fishron fast, but, like, not as annoying, because it can actually be killed. Whereas the Duke is, probably, in my opinion, again, I said this last time, but I think Duke Fishron is the hardest boss in this game. Send my stand over there to do some work. Yeah, this is a good setup. He will stun them for a few seconds while your dragon goes by and finishes them off. And then it'll be up to your sentry to take care of the leftovers. And the good thing about this event is it doesn't matter if it's day or night, rain or shine. It just happens. Alright, Wave 2 is done. Now, normally you're supposed to use this time to collect these Etherian mana crystals to build extra sentries. But only the ones that are made for this event, like the the ballista, or the fire turret, or the lightning pillar. All the stuff for this event's really cool, by the way. I have another character who's made to do just this, so we'll display that a little later on a different stream. But see, now it's getting a little bit tougher. Dragon can only handle one at a time, or one side at a time, before the other gets a little bit too close for comfort. And if this looks a little bit like I'm kind of just sitting here letting my minion do all the work, that's kind of exactly what's happening. But I don't feel bad about it because I did have to kill the game's end boss several times to get enough material to make said minion, so I will let him do his thing. And look how cute it is. He looks like you know what he reminds me of is a Metal Seadramon, if any of you out there are Digimon fans. He looks like a Digimon. He looks very eerily similar to Metal Seadramon, actually. But alright, this is the wave it starts to get a little bit tough. The Dark Mage, as we see down here, kind of a jerk. He's pretty strong. He's kind of the boss of it. He's one of the bosses. But he will summon a humongous wave of skeletons that deal a superb amount of damage. See, now I'm actually going to have to be a little bit more careful now, because now the flyers are coming in, which will divide the dragon's attention. That is one thing that the Stardust is not that great with, is dealing with enemies that fly when there are ground-based targets on the floor to also distract him. Because his AI is he's kind of got a one-track mind. He's like, I'm going to eat this, then I'm going to go eat that, then I'm going to eat this. But if there's a target-rich environment like this one, he'll kind of just hit one thing and then go the opposite of where you want him to go and then back the other way, and he just zigzags all over the place. Gets fairly difficult at times. And if you're wondering, the reason these guys are purple is because the crystal pillar here, or the pedestal, is several tiles higher than their portal. And they will, they can't fall into floor-based traps like the other guys from the other events. They will turn purple, and they will ghost their way through blocks and over obstacles in order to get into your base here. Alright, now the ogres are coming. Now the big bads are happening. These guys, they're the Etherean Goblins, or whatever these are called. A lot tougher than the Terrarian Goblins. Terrarian Goblins are kind of whack. They're really only dangerous during, like... Uh-oh, ogre time. The Terrarian Goblins are kind of only dangerous when they come at you in an entire army, and they are in your spawn zone, and it's like the first day of your game. Because once you get, like, some silver or gold equipment, they're still tough, but they're not amazingly tough. And these guys will kind of pull your limbs off. That's for almost done wave 5. We are done with wave 5. Now, oh no, I'm slowed. Yeah, the ogres throw, like, snot at you, and it slows your movement speed down by an absolute ridiculous amount. But I can teleport, so... Alright. And much like all the other events, it gets harder as it goes. Okay, right down there, we see those, couldn't see the name, but they were, skeletons with flames on their heads. Those are spawned by the Dark Mage. That's kind of his biggest thing, is he will summon a wave of high health skeletons. And occasionally you just start chucking magic at you. I'm actually going to go over there and stop all of this. Getting a little bit close on this side. Uh-oh. Good thing I got a stretchy fire sword. Really reach out and touch somebody. Oh no, the crystal's taking damage! Ooh, geez. So you see how it gets it kind of ramps up like a lot. If I'm not careful, I could very well, this crystal could take a massive amount of damage, and the dragon boss can destroy it by herself, because I don't have a lot of turrets defending it. hopefully Wiggle Dragon here is gonna do some damage. After this is the final wave. And then we'll go do the other thing that is the finale of this, and then wrap it up from there. But oh god, so much slowed down. Look at all those skeleton parts. That's gross. Here she is, Betsy. All right, Wiggle Dragon. One dragon to another. We see who is best. I gotta juggle this while, if I kill her, the entire event ends. So I'll try to stay alive. Uh-oh. I'm gonna emphasize the word try here. Oh, I got hit by the ogre. That's bad. Wiggle Dragon, help me! Oh my gosh. Ooh, this thing hurts. This hurts. No, the crystals! Dragon, do your thing! Hold out for 4 seconds. 4 seconds. Alright, health potion. Wiggle Dragon, do your job! Oh, God! Whew, got her! Alright, that was down to the wire. Holy crap. Alright, you know you succeed when it says the Old One's army has been defeated. And, ooh, look at that. The pointy flying dragon. Cool sword. If the enemies destroy the crystal, then this big eyeball will like appear as the thing shatters, and it looks it's very evident that you screwed up. Got the ogre mask, got the dark mage mask, which is really cool. Got the pointy flying dragon, which really nice sword. Shoots flame waves. Got the tome of infinite wisdom. That's a lot of fun. You just kind of shoot magic pages, and then you right-click. Whoops. Do it for you in a sec. You right-click while it's equipped, and you throw tornadoes. Which is pretty fun. It's decently fun. You know, with this guy, I might keep this one. Alright, well, and the blood moon is happening. What is going on? Well, I'm sure everyone here has seen the blood moon by now. We need to go to my other world. We're going to pick him again. We're going to go to his city of Cryptia. And this is the last thing I want to do. We need to get the hell out of here right now because the goddamn Martians showed up. There are aliens all up in my town. All up in my town. And they are going to kill everyone if we don't fight them somewhere else. So that is where we're going to go. We're going to go up here to our little temple thing. Or at least the surrounding desert, and try. You know what, if we have to go into the town, then so be it. But we're going to do as much alien hunting as we possibly can. As we see in the background, up in the sky, these guys are really, really strong. Probably the hardest event thing saved for the Moon Lord, or the Celestial Pillars. Because they've got lasers. They got laser beams. You know all about the laser beams. Jeez, oh man. These guys drop the Martian conduit plating, which is really nice. That's actually one of my favorite building materials. It's this, like, chromy, like, silvery... Oh, God. Right there, flying saucer. I think it has, I very well may die several times during this, just because this character is not crazy leveled. Right there. Okay, right there. Do you see that? That laser beam that it just fired? That, I think, with the exception of the fire centipedes in the Celestial Tower thing. God, 2 platinum. I just lost a ton of cash. That gold laser does the highest amount of damage in the game. No, not Phoebe. And you see, I didn't cause this one to happen like the pirate one. They just showed up, and everyone is dying. Darius is dead. Timmy is left. Phoebe, whomever that was, Phoebe's dead. So you know what? I mean, we might as well fight them in the town at this point, seeing as they just killed everyone off except for Jenna. Oh, Jenna, you gotta survive. We must keep the Martians out of the nursery or the tavern. Oh God, Lloyd! No, me! Oh, they're so strong. Oh God, look at those stupid little dopey outfits. They don't even look threatening. God, look at them. Somebody over there's getting shot with a moon portal. I swear to God, if Finn is the only one to survive this event, then he's like in cahoots with the enemy. Because last time, whenever an event like this happened, when the pirates came, Finn was the only one to survive. Oh man. Eisbon, better live. Who the hell was Bodesh Tart? Who's Jacob? Everyone's dying! God, Katie, you're the only one left! Don't... Uh-oh. Right there. That damn UFO. That's the damage dealer. It's got 4 laser cannons, and you can't kill it until they're all destroyed. And then, like, the main health bar comes out. That laser beam right there does so much damage! Oh, God, and it's so hard to avoid. At least with this guy, because he's not meant for aerial combat. He's supposed to stand in a corner and let his minions do all the work for him. Kind of like this. Only the bad thing, the drawback is, the freaking UFO can live through this. Somebody has to live through this. And it's not going to be freaking Finn, because that guy has just... Ugh, it's Finn. Hey, Finn, don't die, Finn. Don't die on me. Oh my God. So close. I was looking at him, and I wasn't able to focus on the fight. But, if the Dryad or the Nurse survive this, I'll be okay with that. Because, Jenna, I like Jenna. She was cool. She was real helpful in, the Moonlord event. Yeah! No! Leave me be! Get out of here, you little gray shit! Leave me alone! Finn, help me! Oh, you're gonna run now. You're gonna open the door and run away from me? You can't... Ha! Serves you right, you bastard. You couldn't bear the sight of me after knowing that the whole town died and you did nothing to stop it. You sack of garbage. That's what you get. Finn. Okay, this seems to be an okay spot. Kinda. Until that, the ship decides it's had enough of me, and it just descends inward and, does bad things to my insides. I don't want to be probed when I hide on this table. I'ma hide. They ain't gonna get me. Ooh, Martian saucer's been defeated. Oh no, there's another one! Alright, you know what? I'm going in the lighthouse. Jenna? Jenna, where are you? Where are you, baby? Whoa! Okay, that was awesome. It just went straight down. Like, just laser pinpointed right through the building and just killed my ass. We are in, like, an ancient city that has not seen technology, and these Martians are bullying us. That's what's happening here. They're bullying us. They're a bunch of extraterrestrial jerkbags that just like to throw around their goddamn death rays. I am so unhappy with this stupid... You know what? I'm gonna just shoot little bubbles at you. That wasn't a good idea either. That was a horrible idea. That was a terrible idea. Okay, I'm dead. They're going for the Dryad. No, leave her be. Leave her be, you monsters. Someone has to live through this. No, no, no! Okay, hold on. Don't worry. She's off screen. She's safe. She's off screen. The Martians have been defeated and Humphrey the Merchant has shown up. You know what? Kill this damn UFO. They don't get to... Ah! God, it kills you so fast. Oh well. You know what? That was fun. I'm not gonna lie. That was fun. So, we need to lick our wounds, survey the damages, drink a ton of beer. I didn't eat my pumpkin pie. That was the damn problem. That was it. I didn't eat the pumpkin pie. That's why everyone is dead. Callista, you're alive, and Humphrey, I guess you're new. You know what? You're new. I don't have any issue with you yet. So, you know what? I'm going to give you your own housing. You go up there. You're our tactician. You get the war table. Golly. Putting all the Martian stuff in here, because those guys were jerks, and, you know, I knew they were going to be hard. I didn't think they were going to be that hard on this character, but you know what? I did remember, just now, this is an expert mode world. So they were a lot tougher than they would have been in any other circumstance. Had this been my other world that we were just on, they wouldn't have been that bad at all. Comparatively. And Jenna is still alive. Yes! Two of my closest friends, the Dryad and the Nurse, whom I forgot their names until we started this. But the Martians have been bested. The mechanical bosses were slain, all three of them at once. We did the Frost Moon, we did the Pumpkin Moon, we took on Betsy, had a couple close calls, and let's put this day behind us and just forget this all happened, lick the wounds, pick up some Martian plating. We're going to build a monument in the town square to the fallen. It's going to build a little, like, Martian-y little thingy here. And I'm probably going to have to tear it down because it's going to get in the way of me moving around, but the tuning fork of remembrance is here. And let's get these slime out of my town. And yeah, I'm gonna rebuild my village and attempt to come back from this dreadful mishap of just villainy and aliens. And you guys have a nice day. If you liked the video, leave a like, a comment, or a subscribe, or whatever. Let me know how I did. I've only done a few of these. I'm just getting started with the whole streaming thing. So, yeah, if you've stuck with it this far, thanks a ton. Really helps. And, yeah, you guys have a good day.